Module Overview. Module 6 explores the crucial elements that bring life, emotion, and nuance to music beyond mere pitch and rhythm, namely dynamics, articulations, and expressive markings. These components shape the interpretation and emotional impact of a piece, guiding performers on intensity, attack, phrasing, and stylistic details. This module dives deeply into the symbols, terminology, history, and practical applications of expressive notations, empowering musicians to elevate their performances with refined control and artistic depth. 1. Dynamics, the language of loudness and softness. 1.1. Definition and importance. Dynamics refer to the varying levels of volume in music, ranging from the softest whispers to thunderous fortissimos. They convey emotional contours, structural contrasts, and dramatic tension. 1.2. Historical evolution of dynamic notation. Early music notation, medieval and Renaissance, lacked detailed dynamic markings, relying instead on oral tradition and context. The Baroque period introduced gradual dynamics such as crescendo and decrescendo, along with precise markings like piano, P, and forte, F. Classical and Romantic composers expanded dynamic vocabulary, including nuanced gradations, e.g., mezzo piano, MP, fortissimo, FF, and expressive instructions like sforzando, SFZ. Read the document on the screen. One point four. Nuances and interpretation. Dynamics are relative and context-dependent. Piano in a large orchestra differs from the same marking in solo piano. Composers often combine dynamics with articulation and tempo to create expressive effects. Modern composers may use graphic or textual dynamic instructions for experimental sounds. 2. Articulations, shaping the attack and release. 2.1. Definition and role. Articulations indicate how individual notes or groups of notes are executed, shaping their attack, duration, and connection to neighboring notes. They contribute to phrasing, clarity, and stylistic character. 2.2. Combining articulations and dynamics. Articulations interact with dynamics to modify expression, e.g., a staccato piano note sounds very soft and detached, while a forte marcato note is loud and forceful. Proper articulation is critical for style, especially in Baroque, detached notes, versus Romantic, legato phrasing music. 3. Expression, markings, tempo, mood, and style. 3.1. Definition and purpose. Expression markings guide performers on the overall character, tempo, and mood of a piece or section, often described in Italian, German, or French terms. 3.2. Advanced expressive techniques. Rubato. Slight stretching or compressing of tempo for expressive phrasing, especially in Romantic music. Agogic accents. Emphasis created by slight lengthening or delaying a note rather than dynamic change. Subito, sudden changes. Abrupt shifts in dynamics or tempo, e.g., subito piano, that heighten drama. 4. Practical application in performance and composition. 4.1. Reading and interpreting dynamics and articulations. Understanding how dynamic markings translate acoustically in different ensembles and instruments. Adapting articulation based on instrument characteristics, e.g., legato on strings versus wind articulation. Balancing composer intentions with performer expressiveness. 4.2. Writing, effective expressive markings. Using precise markings to convey desired interpretation while leaving room for performer creativity. Combining dynamics, articulation, and tempo to shape musical phrases. Utilizing graphic notation or verbal instructions for contemporary works. 4.3 Expression in different musical styles and periods. Baroque music favors terraced dynamics and clear articulations. Classical music uses dynamic gradations and balanced phrasing. Romantic music emphasizes expressive dynamics and tempo flexibility. Modern music may incorporate unconventional expressive techniques. 5. Summary and learning outcomes. You completing this module will be able to identify and accurately interpret a comprehensive range of dynamic markings, articulations, and expression terms. Understand the historical development and stylistic implications of expressive notation. Apply expressive markings effectively in performance and composition to enhance musical communication. Differentiate stylistic approaches to expression across musical eras. Create nuanced, dynamic, and articulated musical phrases that convey intended emotions and style.